Well, hello. Hey, it's Mark Barrett. Thanks for stopping by and checking out my video here. You know, I was recently asked to take a look at a company that's been around MLM for a few years now. And actually, I've been in the MLM industry for about 25 years. I've been a seven-figure earner for many years. And because of that, of course, I get approached all the time by people to look at different MLM deals. So I always like to look at them. And if I do a lot of research on them, I actually sit down and will actually crank out a blog post review, kind of a critical analysis of the company. So if I have anything notable to mention about the company, other people can read it on my blog and hopefully avoid problems if there's something wrong with the company. And if the company's a good company, hey, go for it, right? So the other day, I had the opportunity to sit down and do an in-depth review on a company called Ambit. Ambit Energy, actually. And so I guess the question was, after I did a little bit of searching around online to see what kind of stuff popped up on the company, was, hey, the question of the hour became, is Ambit Energy actually a scam, right? Now, that's the big question, and that's why I sat down to do an in-depth review of this network marketing company that is actually taking a run at the energy deregulation market in the U.S. So, you know, there's so much negativity floating around in the world on a daily basis that I try to work to keep my head straight by trying only to focus on positive. However, when I had recently run across several newbies that were into the world of MLM that were either totally excited about Ambit or they were angrily calling it a scam, you know, I had to do a little investigation. Now, as you can probably imagine, there are so many new MLM companies that enter the market each year, and there are so many that die off so quickly that I usually hold off at least 20 minutes or so before I sit down and take the time to do an in-depth critical review. But since Ambit's been around since 2006, I knew it was probably time to actually take a look at it and delve into the company. Now, first, let's get the details out of the way so we can really dig into kind of the interesting stuff, which I really like, which is the business model and product viability. So Ambit Energy is actually based in Dallas, Texas. It's the brainchild of two founders, a Jer Thompson and a Chris Chamberlain. And according to the company website, if you want to go check it out, Ambit Energy was actually founded in like 2006 at a Potbelly's restaurant in Addison, Texas, over a couple of turkey sandwiches. Wow. Now, I tell you what. Since Ambit is probably, let's see, I think they did over 325 million in revenue only 3 years later. I know exactly where I'm going to go next time I start my new business, which is I'm going to the nearest Potbelly's restaurant. I'm probably going to fly all the way to Addison, Texas, because it's got to be good luck, right? So the products Ambit decided to market targets a kind of a tricky market that I have seen several other MLM companies try to conquer, and they haven't done too well. And it's called energy deregulation. And Ambit products are pretty simple, actually, to describe: electricity and natural gas, right? Piece of cake. And the company's marketing concept is pretty straightforward, actually. You're already spending money on basic utilities, so why not just buy them from Ambit and save money? I mean, simple, right? I mean, in theory, it's a good concept. That seems like it would work like gangbusters, right? Well, it's a simple business model that has attracted droves of distributors over the last year, but many of those MLM hopefuls have found out that what seems simple in concept can be a little more difficult in actual practice. Doggone it, isn't that always the case? So I can see how a new distributor can actually think it's going to be a pretty easy process to get all their friends and neighbors together and switch their utilities over, but it turns out not to be quite as easy, and then they want to brand Ambit Energy as a scam. So why wouldn't everybody just switch? I mean, come on, it's pretty easy, right? Well, probably two reasons. I would say resistance to change and not enough big savings advantage to make it a priority. Now, it's kind of like when, if you remember a few years ago, when phone service got deregulated. It was exciting for a while, but then you got so tired of dozens and dozens of companies pitching you on it, it was overload, and you no longer wanted to hear anything from anybody, no matter what the savings were, about changing your darn phone service, right? Now, that's probably where the company negativity chimes in, because when people, you know, start calling Ambit Energy a scam, you know, it's probably because they were just disappointed. It was harder than they thought it was. Now, I mean, it looks as if Ambit is trying to overcome this by offering new customers a bonus giveaway. Now, this is actually a really good idea. They currently are offering a travel voucher that's good for a free 3-day, 2-night stay at a 3-star hotel in one of 25 exciting locations nationwide, right? Kind of an interesting concept, right? Change your utilities, go on vacation. It's got a ring to it. Now, I see this actually as a pretty good marketing move, right? Paying or bribing your customers actually works if the offer is strong enough. Cell phone companies have been doing this for years, right? I mean, we all fall for it about every 6 months to a year, right? I want a brand new phone, and we call them up and we extend our contract, or we get bribed into some other company when the new cell phone comes out over there. And so it works. I've even seen banks recently offering to pay customers like $100 in cash to open a new account. They actually just deposit the money right in your account. Why not, right? They figure their marketing cost, and why not just pay the customer directly and knock out the marketing cost? Now, one limitation on the Ambit product side that you should be aware of is that the market for Ambit is limited to just a few states, right? Because deregulation is done state by state. So they currently can only offer service in a few states. I think Texas, New York, Illinois, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Now, of course, if you sign up and you're in the other states, you can still sign up, but it's going to be kind of hard to get your required customer base so that you can collect your commissions, right? Because the way the compensation plan works, it's kind of a unilevel comp program. Pays a fast start bonus when you sign somebody up for that basic distributor package, which is about $429. Also pays a bonus on two types of production: new distributor signups in your group and customer product usage kind of overrides. Now, company compensation plan shows that you're paid really as deep as the legs go once you reach a certain rank or level of success. But to qualify for commissions, you pretty much have to get customers, which of course is good for the company, but it can be, well, annoying for distributors, shall we say. Now, I know that sounds funny, but if you're a major business builder in network marketing, you pretty well know it's not about selling the product. It's about selling the opportunity and building a team. I've seen this acquire customers tactic before in MLM companies who market products where you pretty much have to get customers to power the long-term residual cash flow, such as telecom or technology products. I mean, Big Planet, division of Nu Skin, used this same approach. However, the focus on customer acquisition has kept some of the big players away who just are not into being retailers and having to run out around and convince people they need to change their utility usage, right? So is Ambit a scam or a squeaky clean deal with just a unique product? Well, Ambit's not a scam, and from all the appearances, it looks to be actually a very good company. They're also a member of the Direct Selling Association, the DSA, and the DSA, actually, to even join them, you have to be at least 2 years old, and they scrutinize you for about a year before they'll even let you join. So if a company is a member of the DSA, chances are they're a pretty solid company. Well, many times, the wealth building aspects of the network marketing business is just a tiny bit oversold. And I think this is why there are angry people out there that call any company that they get involved with where they're not successful a scam, right? Did I say a tiny bit? Let's be honest. The get-rich-quick angle has always been there in MLM. Some people just oversell how quickly that you can achieve success and get to those $10,000 checks. Now, the distributors, they're not always the only ones who do this. MLM companies are also at fault because they always tend to showcase examples of MLM success from within the ranks. You notice that, right? And they usually pick people who have had rapid success in just a few months. Keep in mind that in a standard MLM business model, success takes time. The average time to build a $10,000 a month income stream is probably in the range of 12 to 18 months or more if you're an aggressive builder. Now, of course, there are other business models that get you to the money quicker, such as top-tier MLM. But keep in mind, as my economics professor used to say, there is no free lunch, right? MLM is a business and a very high-paying one. So I tell you what, it's worth the time to master it and build it. Now, even though most MLMs today teach some variation or use some variation of the old school MLM marketing approaches, which is really going out and making that list of friends and family, right, and chasing people down in grocery stores, situational marketing, I've always found success comes much quicker and with less aggravation if you learn some simple marketing approaches, build your lead flow up so that you're not constantly chasing lukewarm prospects around. Now, since Ambit's services are just in a few states, it's even more important to use approaches such as online marketing to be able to specifically target the market that you're after. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, you need to learn how to use the internet to leverage your business. And I tell you what, today there are hundreds of millions of people online, many of which are probably looking for a business just like yours. And imagine for just a moment, just being able to reach out and tap just the smallest fraction of that huge traffic flow and bring it over to your business. Kind of exciting, huh? Now, the good news is you can learn how to use the internet as a tool and generate tons of leads to power your business by using powerful online marketing systems that are just like right out of the box available to you to teach you how to use the internet as a powerful resource to power your business. I remember when I first started doing my online marketing, I generated in just about 4 or 5 months over 3,000 leads, sponsored 50 new reps into my business, generated something like 30,000 in affiliate commissions in just a few months. So take a look at the online marketing systems. I think in today's market, they're definitely the way you want to go. And if you're going to jump into Ambit and take a run with it, definitely go online. This is Mark Barrett. Take care.